So we have our repaired UBX117 relay in front of us. On this particular one I've decided not to replace these capacitors. I struggle to get these and they don't usually drift in my experience, so I've left those in place, but I've replaced these polyester ones, and the one you can't see is underneath this transformer. That's the important one. That's the capacitor that forms part of the RC timing network for the 500 millisecond delay. So once I've replaced all those capacitors, to calibrate the timing is this pair of resistors here that are in parallel with another resistor just underneath this capacitor. I have a calibration plot from previous relays that I've repaired with this, so I can plot the original timing of around about 670 milliseconds for this particular relay, see where that sits on my plot in relation to the value of these resistors, and calculate through to find the correct resistors to get me down closer to the 500 milliseconds. For the timing I'll take a plus or minus 10% deviation from the nominal 500 milliseconds, so I'm looking for between 450 and 550 milliseconds. So on the voltage detection, or the pickup voltage, that's calibrated by this set of resistors up here. For some reason previous relays I've repaired haven't had this resistor in there, so I don't know quite why this one is in. It's a slightly different part of the circuit and lifts the base voltage up to the tripping transistor, so I've actually left that value as I found it and just recalibrated based upon the new set of readings that I was getting. Unfortunately that means I've had to generate a new calibration plot because the relay operates slightly differently with this resistor in place. And for voltage pickup I will take minus 0% up to plus 10% of the setting that's on the front of this relay. The calibration point I use is the So the calibration point I will use will be this one round here, which should be 12%, because obviously setting a dial you can be anywhere is not as accurate throughout the pot range, but at the end should be the most accurate point, so that's the one that I calibrate to. And then you'll also notice, go up a little bit, and I actually built up here a little adapter box to plug the relays into to make it a bit better. It was a bit better than the crocodile clips that I was using for the previous connections. So in order to get the relay plugged in, I just slide him straight in like that, and then the connections are all made, and then I'm on standard banana leads through to the injection test set, same power supply behind at the back to provide the tripping voltage. So we'll reset up and we'll give this a final test.